Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. Right here is the last post that Devon Franklin posted on his IG page. And this particular post was announcing his separation from the actress Megan Good. And we know that Devon Franklin is a very accomplished man. He happens to be a preacher, an author, a producer, and a CEO of Devon Entertainment. But Devon has come back to social media in a very big and kind of strange way. Just the other day, he posted this pic on his social media. And if you look carefully at this particular pic, on his forearms, there is a message. There are two messages on his forearms. And ironically, one of these messages says something that is extremely telling. The message says, and we will get into that. Look carefully. One of the messages says, live free. And the other message says, love wins. Now, we're trying not to draw any conclusions. However, when you do not make things clear, people will draw conclusions, their own conclusions. But make no mistake, Devon has been in the entertainment industry for years, and he knows about marketing, about messaging, so this was no accident. Now let's go with live free. We know that live free exceeds your highest expectations. You're going to live free, freedom to do what you want, what you choose, without any restraints. We get that. That's pretty simple. But the other message that he got, love wins. Love wins is interesting because this particular hashtag is associated with the Human Rights Campaign. Now, the Human Rights Campaign popularized the hashtag Love Wins in 2015, using a broad-based digital marketing campaign about the loving, committed relationships of same-sex couples, leading up to the Supreme Court's impending decision. So this particular campaign was popularized by the Human Rights Committee. So it's very interesting that Devon Franklin would choose, in light of his impending divorce, or maybe they are divorced now, of Megan Good, that he would use that particular slogan or hashtag with a marking or tattoo on his forearm. So is Devon trying to tell us something? Is Devon turning over a new leaf? Is he going into a different direction? Has he discovered something about himself? Is he finally living his truth? What is going on? Now, many people was questioning Megan about her skimpy attire that she was wearing while she was with Devon, and it got even more skimpier after her separation. But could Megan, with the skimpy attire, be in a form of rebellion, in a rebellious state? Could that rebellion have something to do with her being uneasy in her marriage? Feeling that something is off kilter, something is not quite right with the person who she is married to? See, many a times we're quick to blame the female about things that go wrong in life. But we don't look at, wait a minute, it takes two to tango. Sometimes it could be the result of both parties. And people have layers upon layers upon layers. We know that the church is full of people, men and women, who have not really exposed themselves, who are not really living their authentic selves, who are not living their truth. Now, I'm not saying this is the case right here. It may not be, it could be, but we just don't know. But with that particular message, it leaves the door open for people to speculate. And for a man who is a veteran in the entertainment industry, and keep one thing in mind, when you are a pastor on the pulpit on this particular level, like him, T.D. Jakes, that is a form of entertainment. So he knows which way the wind flows. Believe me, with these markings there, that was no mistake. In my opinion, he's trying to tell us something. He's giving a hint. He's giving a message. And it seemed like there is more to come. So with Devon Franklin being off social media for 4 months now, and suddenly reappearing with these markings on his forearms, it should be very interesting to see what this eventually means and what he will eventually say. Because obviously there's more to come. So stay tuned. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Sin Beyond and Through with Monty. And I will see you all beyond and through.